Toledo Public Schools is proposing the closure of 6 elementaries to help get out of that $68 million hole. One of the buildings is a century old and considered historic.
Now one city councilman is stepping in, hoping to make sure it doesn't disappear no matter what it becomes next. Steve Iwanek spoke with the councilman in a design group about why this building matters. Steve?
Kaylee and Dan, the city's moratorium on demolition permits for historic structures expired this past Monday. Now Councilman Adam Martinez is hoping to extend it because he says if South Toledo loses Harvard Elementary, it would be devastating. For a century, Harvard Elementary School has stood in South Toledo, a fixture people like City Councilman Adam Martinez say is worth saving.
This has always been the Harvard Castle School in South Toledo. This is iconic for this neighborhood, Harvard neighborhood.
In Toledo Public Schools' latest plan to climb out of a $68 million deficit, 6 elementary schools could close. Harvard is one of them, leaving its future unknown. That's why Martinez is proposing an 8-month extension on a moratorium on demolition permits for historic buildings to avoid it being torn down.
I'm doing it legislatively to ensure that we protect it so we don't have another Libby High School that really fractured, the old South End.
Harvard is one of nearly 70 sites across the city labeled historic in a recent planning report. TPS tells WTOL demolition is not currently planned and says it hopes to give these buildings new life. So if Harvard is no longer a school, what could it become?
It's an older building, which means it's likely available for historic tax credits that can help offset renovation, reuse into housing, senior housing, that kind of thing. And
Ryan Bunch leads the Toledo Design Collective, a nonprofit that focuses on design and planning in the city. He says buildings from the 1920s can be repurposed, and it's important to do so.
When those buildings go away, they take so much more with them than just bricks and mortar, right? It's memories, they leave a hole in the landscape.
So for now, the future of Harvard and the other elementary buildings remains uncertain. But Martinez is certain.
Whatever we decide to do collectively after they make these hard decisions, I will be very supportive.
Now, Councilman Martinez says he plans on proposing the moratorium as an emergency ordinance at the upcoming council meeting on Tuesday. That same night, TPS's Board of Education is set to consider voting on that transformation plan. In studio, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.